you to my God. About to get some blessings, favor from above. Because my life is covered by the blood. Yeah, 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 yeah. Jesus Christ, my Savior, one up for the Lord. Wake up in your praise and thank you to my God. About to get some blessings, favor from above. Because my life is covered by the blood. Get come back, stay full flat, and I run it back to the kingdom. Might get thick, but I've been fit. I take the hit while praising Him. Thank God that He's sending His Spirit to keep me together, to live in your love. He keeping His promises now. I realize it's been Him that's been filling my cup. Yeah, yeah. Get up and go praise Him. Didn't He get you up? How could you just sit there? Get up out that rug. Get that breath through. Get them blessings. Pay your tithes and take them lessons. Ask for wisdom. This takes practice. Do your part. That's how you say again. Keep praising Him. Don't let nothing stop from your praise. What's going down? That's only temporary. It's just a test of faith. It's part of the package. Just living as Christ. He handles your battles. He wins on your fights. He's watching by day and He covers by night. Just focus on Him and you will be alright. You're tucked in His bosom and safe in His care. When He pays your rest and He handles your fare. You're all the way covered. No need to be worried. Just look all around you. You see that He's there. He gave it to you. Trust Him. Yeah, He got it. Yeah, He did. Don't add no twist, no pulling. This ain't bopping. This ain't bopping, bopping. Jesus Christ, my Savior, one up for the Lord. Wake up and go praise Him. Thank you to my God. About to get some blessings, favor from above. Because my life ain't covered by the blood. Yeah, 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 yeah. Jesus Christ, my Savior, one up for the Lord. Wake up and go praise Him. Thank you to my God. About to get some blessings, favor from above. Because my life ain't covered by the blood. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm covered. I'm covered. I'm covered. I'm covered. I'm covered. I'm covered. Yes, I said it. Yes, I'm covered. 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 Jesus Christ, my Savior, one up for the Lord. Wake up and go praise Him. Thank you to my God. About to get some blessings, favor from above. Because my life ain't covered by the blood. Yeah, 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 yeah. Jesus Christ, my Savior, one up for the Lord. Wake up and go praise Him. Thank you to my God. About to get some blessings, favor from above. Because my life ain't covered by the blood. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm covered. I'm covered.
Big covered. Shout out to everybody who covered with Jesus and life insurance.
What on Kevin Ely?
Happy Monday, y'all. Happy
Bro.
Monday.
Good evening. Come on in. How many know this is the day that the Lord has made? Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I am your host, Pastor Keenan L. Tennyson, the proud pastor of Pleasant Hill Missionary Baptist Church in the heart of Pleasant Grove, Texas. My co-host, Contessa Childs. We're here talking about stomping out financial illiteracy. Making sure you know what you need to know so you can play the money game. Most of us, sadly enough, have not been taught the rules to the game.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We think the rich get rich by taking from the poor. That is not the case.
Right.
The rich are rich because they know the rules to the game that they didn't let us play or see.
Right.
We've been talking about taking control of the book. This is our Bible in financial literacy, How Money Works.
How money works.
This book will change your life. Hit share, like, hit me up in my DM, hit me up on Facebook, even in your comments. If you need a book, we'll give one to you. If you need to hook up with us and get you some life insurance quotes, you need some help with your finances, you can text Keenan Kennon or Contessa Kontessa to 33777, and it will give us your information and ask you a few questions, and we can help you get things done.
Absolutely.
With that being said, we're going to open with a word of prayer and jump right into this lesson today, how money works. Let's pray. Father God, we come now and ask you to open our hearts and minds to be receptive to the information you have blessed us and allowed us to use to set the captives free, to mend the broken heart, to give sight to the blind, so that we may live a life better in you. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen. Hey,
How money works.
Hey, honey.
How money works. Last week, I had the privilege of talking about paying yourself first. And also the privilege of talking about calculate how much money you've earned and how much money you saved. Man, that was a piece there. That was a piece there. And then there are three types of accounts you need. You need an emergency fund, a short-term fund, and a long-term fund. The emergency fund is money you put away for an emergency.
Right.
It's recommended that you have six months of your salary put away So if you have an emergency, guess what you do? You take
You
care of
have
it.
a fund for it. Absolutely.
You ride down the street and your motor goes out, guess what? You can pay for the motor.
Because life does happen.
Absolutely. Short-term goals is short-term savings is when you plan a trip to Aruba, Dubai, wherever those places are. You can put money away where it draws interest, and then when it's time to go, you grab the money. And the money is drawing interest, so therefore, when you take the money out, there should be some left in there. Amen.
Amen.
And the long-term savings and investment, this is for retirement only. This is for retirement only. You know, I think people misunderstand what it means to be retired. You know, statistics say, Contessa, it takes about $250,000 per person just to eat.
I think most people just equate retiring to not working.
Right.
Not understanding that if you're not working, you don't have an income. You know, of course, we know there's Social Security, which by the time we are able to retire, that might not even be basically nothing is a guarantee. You have no income coming in, and you still have to eat, and you still have to survive. And
Right.
you realize just how much it takes to do that once you become what we call retired. But most of us, for retiring is our golden years. We worked hard, we saved money, and now we're able to live life. But if you've not saved money to be able to enjoy this life, what good is retiring? In which I don't know, because some people have worked and they may want to sit at home all day and do nothing. But whether you want to stay home, whether you want to travel, whatever it is you want to do, the question still remains the same. What is retirement without money?
Absolutely.
It takes money.
And when you read scripture, there's not one scripture that says retire.
Okay.
The Jews deem working as an act of service.
It is.
And when you
You're serving
serve
people.
you're serving God.
Right.
That's why they get involved with things to make money so they can continue to serve people. That's why they never retire. They die on what they're doing. Most of us, when we retire, that means we'll stop serving people.
Right.
And literally, we stop serving God.
And you do know that just because you don't work, you can serve people without working.
Absolutely.
You can serve people in so many different capacities, not just on the job. I mean, Father Time is real. Most of us, you know, you get to a point where you can't work, don't want to work physically, you're too old to work, depending on the job that it is you do. You know, you just kind of clunk out, but you are never too old to serve his people, depending on what capacity you are serving them in.
And most people are too tired to work. Too tired to
Agreed.
serve.
Or have worked their entire life.
Because the system we have is not designed for us to enjoy any of it. We go to school for 20 years. We work for 40 years.
Right.
That's 60. And we die within the first 5 to 7 years. We live about maximum 5 to 7 years after we work.
If that long.
If that long.
Yeah,
So
the
what-
system is not set up for us to live or enjoy life. And then why wait till we get to the end?
Right.
I mean, tomorrow is not promised. So why wait till get to the end, not really knowing when the end is?
Absolutely.
You know, here's the thing about time. We all think we have
A lot of time.
a lot.
And walking on the beach is a lot better with your feet than it was a roller or a stroller.
Yeah, when you're, I don't know, 30, 40 versus 67. I mean, vacation is good at any time, but you would rather be able to go and do while you can enjoy and still be able to do stuff, not push a walker, not in a wheelchair, not barely getting around, not those kind of things.
And there's another system out here, too, that we don't want to adhere to. We don't want to, some of us don't even know it exists. You can go to school for 20 years, right?
Can.
Spend 5 to 7 years building your business in the financial service arena with Primerica, and live 50 years happily ever after on the way
Right.
you
I
want to
mean,
do
we
it.
got young people in
Yeah.
Primerica making big money.
So retirement is not an age, it's an income. So if it takes you 60 years to create the money you need to retire, then that's what that is. But there are some better ways. So we know how we're doing it. We know how we've been doing it. All we're here to do is show you that there is a better way.
Look, how's that working for you?
And if you
Where's the
don't,
proof? I mean, if your way works, stick to it.
if you don't
But
want to
there is
adhere,
a better way.
if you don't want to adhere to the information, then you keep living the way you live
Keep doing your thing.
and keep getting what you get. But if you do want to change, the information we sharing with you can literally change your life and the life of those that are following you, your kids. And then one of the things that we didn't know, about is the use of time and consistency. I keep going in and out. The use of time and consistency. Someone once said that the only two things life gives you are opportunities and time. That's the only two things. Time combined with two other important elements, rate of return and consistency, is a powerful key to achieve financial security.
That's rich.
Yeah. Time and opportunity.
The only two things that life gives you is opportunity and time.
That's it.
But you have to be prepared, though, because you don't know at what time the opportunity is going to show up, and you have to be prepared.
Right.
Opportunities don't come that often, and when they do, you have to be prepared to get success. If the opportunity can come, but if you're not in the right position to receive, then how good is it really?
Absolutely. And they say there's only two opportunities that come in your lifetime, and you probably done missed the first one. And the second one is probably on its way of passing us by as well. So when stuff come up that to give you an opportunity to move,
so basically, would it be safe to say some of us have missed it?
Some of us have missed it, probably missed it. Here's another opportunity to show you how to handle your money and play catch up and move forward. So you and your family can do things totally different down the road to make things better.
Would it be safe, though? You can create an opportunity to save money. The reason why I say that, because you can start saving money literally. I mean, you can start today.
Yep.
You can start tomorrow. My point, I guess it's never too late to start saving money. It's never too late to start investing. When you know better, you do better. Once you learn, once you get this information, once you get this book, once you do whatever it is that you think you need to do, your life can change.
See, it pays to start investing early.
Agreed. The earlier you start, the more you save.
Suppose your parents deposit $1,000 on the day you were born. If you left the account untouched,
right,
until 67, that $1,000 would have grown to $406,000.
That's for good. That's a lot of free money.
Without ever having added another penny.
That's a lot of free money.
It said if you invest when Paul was 16 years old, $1,000, it would be $96,822. So 6 years of waiting cost you $305,000 for waiting. Wow. If you invest when Paul was 40 years old, he'd only have $11,256. Why? Because it pays to start investing money early. Somebody say early. It pays to start investing money early. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Don't pay the high cost of waiting. Don't do it. If your goal is $500,000 for retirement at age 67, look at the difference time makes. A monthly savings required. At 25, it only costs you $89 a month to have $500,000 when you reach age 67, $89 a month. Putting it away will yield you $500,000. If you wait till 35, 10 years later, you have to invest $224 a month. If you wait to age 45, it's $602 a month.
So basically, the longer you wait, the more it takes to get to the goal that you're trying to reach.
Absolutely. If you wait to age 55, you have to put away $1,926, 21 times more than you would if you would have started at 25,
when you were 25
to have the same $500,000.
Yeah, life insurance is also cheaper. The younger you are, the more healthier you are, the cheaper it is. The older you are, the more sickly you are, the more expensive life insurance is. And that's just kind of how the ball bounces for that.
Absolutely. It costs to wait.
It costs to wait.
It costs to wait. Listen,
we've learned, being broke actually costs you.
Watch this. So when you look at this, y'all. Here's another breakdown for you to understand it.
Okay.
The sooner you begin to save, the greater the growth on your retirement of your investment, right? At that same 25, at age 67, you have $566,920.
Okay.
If you wait to age 26 and start,
Okay.
1 year,
1 year.
you'll have $517,150. So it costs you $49,770 to wait 1 year. $1,200 costs you $49,000.
The longer you wait, the more it costs.
If you wait to age 30, you'll have $357,240.
Well, they say time is very critical. Time is of the essence.
It costs you $209 for waiting 4 years,
Right.
and you would have invested $4,800.
Right.
So not putting that $4,800 in consistently and letting it work
Right.
cost you $209,000.
Right. But when you don't know what you don't know, when you don't know what you're losing, you don't know what it costs you. You don't care because you don't know. It's amazing what we don't know. And when you don't know that you're losing, every day that you miss is the more you could have had. Let's just say that. Every day that you wait to invest is like now, I've started. I mean, I don't know exactly how many years ago, but I'm 41. Imagine if I would have started at 21.
Think about how much
I would have
money
have passed through my hands,
Right.
and I don't want to talk about it.
And see, here's the deal.
Legal, illegal.
Why do we do what we do? To make money, to make up for
Right.
time that we didn't know.
So we understand how to make money, though. I don't want to say that's the hardest part. We get it. Whether you go to work or you're an entrepreneur, making money is not our issue. And in 2021, almost 2022, there are so many ways to make money. We talked about that. 6, 7, 8, 9 ways to make money. You can sit at home. You can have side hustles. You can do lashes, nails, fix plates. You can sit on your computer and make money. You can trade. You can, again, you name it, you can do it. But the objective is not how much money we make. It's how much money we keep.
That's it.
And most of us are not keeping any money. We're not saving any money because the cost of living is very expensive. When you do understand numbers, here's the truth: minimum wage, the government, I almost said it. They need to do better. But here's the truth: most of us, if you just working, a living wage. When you take all your bills and expenses, most of us spend more than we make. With just one income. Most of us have to do 2, 3, 4. I got 2 jobs. I got a part-time job. I work at Amazon. The kids help me. I get SSI. I got disability. I know people get 3, 4, 5 checks, and you telling me it's not enough. So think about the person that is only making money one way. Let me say that. Whatever way you've decided to do it is fine. But if you're only making money one way, it'll never be enough. It's kind of like you starting out in the negative every week or every month.
Because all you're thinking about is working to pay bills.
Right.
And
the bare minimum. When
right.
you have the bare minimum, you're trying to figure out how to stretch the bare minimum.
And you're living outside your means.
Yeah.
See, when you go get a part-time job, your first job, if you're living below your means, should pay your bills and put a little money in your savings account. So if I go get a job to make $1,000 a month, I'm gonna invest $800 of that.
Right.
Because why? I'm trying to speed up the process of saving money, not go buy another car.
Right. So when you say living outside of our means, help some of us with that, because there's a difference between needs, there's a difference between wants, there's a difference between priorities. So when you are living outside of your means, hey lady, thank you for joining us. When you are living outside of your means, it tends to cost you. And so sometimes we have to scale back to get ahead. How they say, every time I take a step forward, it feel like I'm getting kicked 2 steps back. But I think of an arrow. For an arrow to go forward, you have to pull it. Have to pull it back.
Absolutely.
But once you pull it back and it shoot off,
it's gone.
Then you got something good. It's the same thing with saving. When you first start saving, I got $5, I got $10, I got $100. Well, every time I look at my mutual fund, I get excited. It's not so much the amount, it's the fact that it's more than it was yesterday.
Absolutely.
And I know what I started with. See, by the way, with us, you can start a mutual fund for $25. I encourage everyone on here to do that. If you haven't, you can. If you don't know how, ask me how. But to watch it go from $25 over a period of time, 2000s, and I had nothing to do with that, that's encouraging.
Absolutely.
So when you watch the money grow, you're encouraged to give more money. It's I tell you, y'all, it's addicting. The more I watch my money grow, the more I want to give. It's like anything else you do. You see it working. It's like working out. If you getting results at the gym, even when you don't want to go, you getting results, so you keep doing it. Saving money is the same way. So I encourage you to start saving today. Start a mutual fund today. Start saving dollars, change, pennies, fives, tens, food stamps. No, I'm just I'm sorry, y'all. I'm being goofy. But my point is, start saving today. I wish I could get some food stamps. Ain't no reason me lying. Hey, they spend different than money. They hit a little different than money do.
And you got to take all that stuff into consideration.
Absolutely.
One of the things, you got to save 10%, give God 10%.
Okay.
And keep 10% for yourself.
Well, right there, priorities. We went back to that. Pay yourself first. You got to look out for who's the most important. So if it were not for God, we would not be able to do anything. So we got to look out for Him, because God is the reason for our very being. I mean, if it's not for Him, then we don't even, the breath that we yet take is His. So you look out for God, you look out for you, and then you do what you need to do.
Stop. And most people
don't
never
do that. Yeah, look out for
them.
Yeah, or God or themselves.
And that's why you mad.
Yeah.
You disgruntled because you pay all your bills.
Yeah.
And live off what's
working to pay bills is frustrating. You know, I was looking at it's okay to take care of you and look out for you. You are the worker, and God is not gonna be bothered that, of course, after you take care of Him and what you need to do. Because here's what I understand. When you take care of you, when you're better, everything and everybody else is better. So it costs when you don't take care of yourself. Think about it. Now you sick. Now you got to call in. Now you can't go to work. When you're stressed out, your mental health is at stake. Keena, it costs not to take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
I speak from experience, by the way.
And that's what...
It costs to take care of yourself. It costs to not take care of you. It costs more to not take care of yourself. So you got options around this thing, but at the end of the day, you got to pick one. And I would say that taking care of yourself is better for everybody.
Most people that are successful financially lived on bare minimums for a long time.
I would agree.
Because once that thing click over $1 million saved, and you drawing 8%, that's $80,000 a year of money coming in that you didn't work for, don't have to work for, and it never drops.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
You know, is that brand new Lexus worth it? Who are we trying to
delay gratification?
impress?
It depends on who you ask, because for some people it is. You know, I need it right now, but then you think, what? I want to show it out. What are your reasons? Because a car is a car, a watch is a watch.
To the poor people,
clothes is clothes.
Listen, see, we're talking about the state of mind, right?
Right.
Poor people want stuff.
Labels. Yeah, we get caught up in labels.
That's what the poor mindset of people. I gotta have this BMW. I gotta have this Lexus, this Mercedes.
And then most of us, what we didn't have growing up, most of us are trying to make up for what we didn't have, or my kids' life is going to be different because I did this, so my kids won't have to do that.
I asked the lady, why do you have so much stuff in your house?
Yeah.
It's just a trail through your house. She said, because I didn't have nothing growing up. So whenever I see something I want it,
I get it.
I go buy it. I say, okay. So now, because of my life as a child, I am a hoarder.
Agreed. So go back to mindset. Why do most of us do anything the way we do it? Because of the way we were raised.
And that's why when I talk to the people that go to Pleasant Hill, I'm always challenging them to renew your mind. I don't care how much you've been through.
Right.
You can renew your mind and snap out of that.
Right.
Now, if you're not renewing your mind, you're going to wallow in that. That's going to be the life of you. And every time you keep replaying that in your mind, guess what happens? You keep reliving that.
Agreed.
You see what I'm saying? So we know that people are grown. They can do whatever they want to do.
Facts.
When we come to the word gives you another choice, another alternative.
Like
to
you
make.
said, there's another way.
There's another way.
There's another way. Whatever way you're doing is fine. But here's the real question. How is that working for you? And no shade. If that's working for you, run that. But I can be honest. It wasn't working for me. Being broke, just working to pay bills, robbing Peter to pay Paul. Now you got to rob Peter and Paul. Don't neither one of them have no money. You don't have no money. Going in circles, getting pink slips, getting things turned out. Maybe it's just me. Maybe y'all ain't never been through nothing like that. But it's real.
5% of the Americans, right, own 95% of the wealth.
Yeah.
And 95% of the Americans, right, own 5% of the wealth. That's why it's so tight down here, man. And the sad
we
part,
don't own nothing.
The sad part is, you can cut your own piece of the pie. You ain't got to take my piece. You can cut your own piece of the pie.
How about get your own ingredients and bake your own?
That's what I'm talking about.
So
you
why
can
try to get you a seat at somebody's table when you can literally build your own? Literally.
Cut your piece,
like,
man,
literally.
as big as you want. Make your hole, but it doesn't matter. Here's the deal, y'all. We middle class people, right? They want status. They want masters. They want titles. And wealthy people want net worth.
And nothing is wrong with degrees, by the way.
I got 3 of them.
I mean, after you pay for them. I will say, I don't care. You can get mad, doctors. They cost. I will.
Man.
They cost. That piece of paper costs. And hey, if it's worth it for you, I get it.
And when I talk to people that don't went back, you know, they go to SMU, this prestigious school, and you spend $200,000 for an MBA.
Between the time and the money, I
And
ain't
never
gonna be able
use
to do
it. You know, people are paying house notes on them student loans and don't have the house.
I am still paying my loan back from nursing school.
Come on, man. Listen, middle income people, they remember where they came from, and they're trying to prove a point. No, you need to move to the wealthy people. They look at net worth. How much money?
Remembering where you came from is one thing, but what point are you really proving if you're still there? Does that make sense?
Some people move out of Pleasant Grove and go to DeSoto and still be broke.
I mean,
move to Plano, Frisco, Little Am, wherever you want to go, and you still broke. You know why? Because you living in a house you can't afford. You driving a car you can't really appreciate, and you zero out. You go in the negative every month. That's where credit cards come from.
Right.
I get a credit card to fund my lack.
And that's what your credit score, and by the way, a credit score is important and you need it and you have to build your credit up. But here's the truth. The only reason why you really need credit is because you don't have money. Because if you had the money to buy it,
don't matter.
Would you need credit?
Good. Now I sure was trying to yawn on my own watch, you know, because first thing I started yawning, you be talking about, look, there you go, email it.
It's cool.
But look at this, y'all. We gotta look at this different. When you have multiple streams, it's to increase your cash flow, to save more, to reach your goal to become financially free, so you can live life on your own terms.
It said add consistency to time. You've seen how time can be the best friend of growth, but most people don't have $1,000 to deposit all at once. They must depend on smaller amounts invested on a schedule to build wealth. If that's your situation, consistency, there go that word, can be the fuel that makes your investment grow exponentially. Hey, mama, so here's the truth. Consistency is key.
It is.
I don't care the amount. It can be $5. Of course, we understand the more the amount, the more you save. But if you do it every week like clockwork, every month like clockwork, every 2 years, I'm trying to teach my daughter, bless her heart, how to save money. It's work. It is work. And if every time you get broke, you go to the money you saving, you're not saving, boo. You're not saving. When you are saving money, you have to act like it don't exist. Kyla saved money for 3 days and then, like, Mama, I was going to use that money. I thought you were saving it. Here's the thing about saving and spending it. I had to learn the hard way. You can't do both. You can't save it and spend it at the same time. Either you gonna spend it or you gonna save it. And if you gonna save it, leave it alone. And if you gonna spend it, then don't even attempt to try to save it. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I had a
Absolutely, Robert. We definitely have to change our mindset.
I had a guy that went to the church. He still goes there, and I was just talking to my men class one day. It was about a year ago, 2 years ago, and I told him to save $1,000 cash. I'm gonna keep telling the story in $1 bills, cause maybe somebody on the air get it and it'll spread and go viral. I don't care what you gotta do. Save $1,000 cash.
You've been telling us the same thing for 14 years.
Right.
Save
$1,000 cash. Warns. So that way, if a catastrophe comes up, the lady that gave me that information, she said I lived in New Orleans when Hurricane Katrina came. What they don't tell you is how many people were robbed, because most people didn't have money and they had big bills, contested, and they would go into the store and buy something and get change, and the broke people would see them and take their money. But if you had $1,000 in warrants and you start putting that money away, and then when deals come up and something happens, then you can go and get, like, say you go into the store, right?
Yeah.
And I need to spend $40. I take 40.
Right.
And I spend 37, so that means I only have $3 left.
Right.
That don't mean I don't have the $960 at the house. I just have cash put away in the event of an emergency, right?
Right.
And he took the challenge. He bid it, man, and he got in a hurry, put his $1,000 away, and guess what happened? Stuff started coming up his way.
Right.
Deals start to come up. Now he done been married for 18 years, only had one car, and all of a sudden when he started saving that $1,000, now his family didn't want to have nothing to do with it.
Changes.
Hey, can I? Hey, baby. His family thought, my boy, that man don't know what he talking about. But he say, look at his lifestyle and look at ours.
Yeah, I know you right, Mama.
He putting up in luxury cars. He don't live like us.
Mama say it took me a long time, but I learned. See, when you get caught without it.
Yeah, when you get caught without it.
I was finna say that out loud. My God.
Is that bad?
Yeah, but no, it's just a figure of speech. But when you get caught with your down,
your pants down,
right? It costs you when an emergency happen, when you have that flat, when you need them, or when the kids need something, somebody got sick, the hot water heater broke.
Listen,
pick something.
Hey here.
Life happens to us all.
So watch what happened, Contessa.
Okay.
He bought the first car for $1,000.
Yeah.
Saved his money back up and put the $1,000 back in there.
Right.
And what happened was, his folk realized he owned something.
It works. I'm telling you. I tell if you saving money works if you work it.
So guess what happened?
Something?
They started saving.
Look, I'm sure something happened.
He said one of his daughters is ridiculous.
Yeah.
She's more aggressive than all of them.
Because it worked. I'm saying that's the thing.
Ooh,
Once you see the results.
And see, let me go and talk to us colored people.
Once you see the results.
That's in the house. See, I got my daughter saving money. I got my son saving money. My wife saving money. I'm saving money. We got $1,000 a piece. So if a deal come along,
everybody should be saving money.
If we all took our grand and put it in a deal, we can buy whatever we need to do. We got our hands on $5,000 cash. We should never have a debt, a bill. We should never have to go to a call out and pay a note on the car.
I like it.
It's called sacrificing for the end in mind. It's called delayed gratification.
Right.
It's called
what's your goal?
Saving money lets your mind know that I'm getting somewhere.
What's the end goal?
Build with the end in mind.
$1,000. That's where we started at. Okay, now I saved $1,000. Maybe I can save $2,000. Now I save $2,000. Maybe I can save $4,000. It's kind of how they say worship is a lifestyle. Saving money is a lifestyle.
So I was talking to my son. I mean, say 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
I talked to him 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
And he never thought about saving money. So I told him, I said, here's what you do. You
I
stay.
think people think about it all the time, but you got to put it into action. They don't know what to do.
I say, listen, you stay in my house, right? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I say, what bill do I make you pay? Not one.
That's a blessing.
I say,
I'm just going to say it out loud.
I know it.
Because in most households,
yeah, you have to pay.
Your mama need help, your daddy need help,
Oh,
somebody need help. So
I had to help, so I know that.
I had to help.
So I said,
no shame, mama, but that's just how it goes.
I was sitting there talking to him. I said, okay. I said, you want to move out in April?
Right.
That's 5 months from now.
Right.
No. October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 7 months.
7 months.
I said, how much money you make? He told me.
Okay.
I said, how many bills you have? He said, none. I said,
and you don't got a dollar saved?
I said, let me tell you something. I said,
you blowing.
I said, you're going to have to give me $700 a month every month. So when you leave, you'll have 5 stacks.
Imagine if you had did that sooner.
Sooner or later, you finna do it now.
Oh, today's a good day to start.
Now here's what's happening,
Come on, he's saving money. I'm sure of it.
In 3 weeks, he almost got $700.
You not shocked?
No, I'm not shocked.
You're not shocked.
He said, and then when we talked about it, I say, and make sure you're giving God his. He said, I am. And I say, you're still doing what you want to do.
Yeah. I don't think we realize how much money we blow.
We blow a lot of money.
We blow a lot of money. Literally, just before I came to the show, Colin kept like it's nothing. Mama, you give us money to order some pizza? Then that's not a big deal. I got to feed my kids. But like I tell them, Colin say, what's wrong? You look like you got...
It's something in that house you can cook.
Always. Let me put that out there.
It's always
something at my address to eat. Whether you want it, whether it's noodles, viennas,
something.
beanie weenies. But my point is,
see, we didn't have those choices.
It add up.
It add up.
It add up. But here's the discipline have to come from you. Even with being a mom, even with being a friend, even with being a sister, a mother. Sometimes you have to say no. To the kids, to yourself, to your mama, to your sister, to your friends. Hey, I don't have it. Hey, I have a budget. Hey, that's not in my budget. Hey, I can't do that. Do I love you any less? No, now we have our moments. Hey, let's eat out. Let's do this.
Reward
let's
yourself.
do a little something. You know, we can enjoy a nice meal or two. But when you, again, consistency, a lot of us take a habit, coffee, drinking, smoking, cigarettes. I remember when I used to smoke cigarettes. Add it up. You will be add how many hamburgers you eat.
Do you know how much cigarettes cost now?
I could not when I stopped smoking cigarettes, they were $7 a pack.
They $10.
And that was about 3 years ago.
$10.
3-4 years ago.
$10.
So I could not imagine. $10 a pop?
I'm gonna tell you something else you need to do. Keep your ledger. And every time you spend cash, write it down.
Oh, I started itching.
No, when you go to the store.
That's that accounting. Yeah, I have a degree. That's what we learn.
Every time you spend any money, so you can record you can see the debit card. I'm talking about when you spend hardcore cash.
Yeah.
Write it down. Listen, do you know I spent one day $1,800? I didn't even realize it.
Oh, you big baller.
You know.
You spent $1,800 on accident?
But I'm like, good God.
No, you're not going to skip over that. You spent $1,800 on accident? Most people don't even make $1,800. I'm just going to be real with you.
Yeah, I know.
You spent that on accident.
Yeah,
so that's a blessing right there. But my point is, so if you can spend $1,800 on accident, how much are you really making?
So, yeah, absolutely. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, I just spent $400 on tires for Mary's car. We done gave $200 to Kanaya for this. I done paid $1,000 on some taxes.
My God.
I done gave God's $400.
I did that the other day. I'm talking about quick. I had spent $400. I spent $400 so quick it made my head start hurting. I'm like, whoa.
My kids and everybody say, don't. When you ask him, he gonna say something.
That is me. I think it's just the nature to cuss.
What?
Because they don't know what it takes for one to make it. And for two to save it.
Man, my kid, my daughter, talking about, you always gone. I say, how you think you get to ride around in the Lexus?
Look, how you think we get to do any
of
it? Some of it, all of it.
My daughter, she said.
My daughter want a car so bad right now, bless her heart.
Yeah.
No, save. Ain't no yell.
Show me you want a car.
True to the conversation we had.
You don't want no car?
I can't get Kyla to keep money on a regular
You don't
week.
want no car.
I can't get you to keep money on a regular week. And like I told her, having a car is a responsibility. Let me help you. Having a car is a bill. It costs. You got to put gas in the car.
So
you
yeah.
got to get the maintenance on the car.
So
you got to get the tags on the car.
Man,
it costs to drive.
So I'm looking at my account. I'm like, where the hell is $500 come from? I called man. I said, hey, who you pay $500? I ain't use your account. It came out of my account. Oh, I'll give it back. Oh, you'll give it back?
On accident.
On accident.
But say that's a blessing. I'm gonna stop and thank God on y'all behalf. When you can accidentally spend $1,800, or you could pull money from here's the multiple accounts. Most people don't have one.
Yeah.
I was on Facebook today and I shared.
And then my daughter laughed.
I shared because she know, but
laughed.
I shared a post.
I love her, but I can't stand her.
Too often we so busy asking God for the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. I find myself in God, I can't believe this, but think about it. God say, I remember when you couldn't save $1.
Come on, man.
No, I'm being honest.
And that's on every part of your life.
So but I'm saying we have to stop and see just where we've come from, because we're not where we want to be. But understand, it was a time when I couldn't rub
two nickels together.
It was a time when you talking about the wrong account. Let me take 200.
Finally.
Let me take the wrong amount from somewhere, and that some might get turned off.
And then
let
me tell you what happened. Now I'm finna just cut the whole account out.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I keep seeing Uber Eats on my account.
Oh God.
Listen.
Oh God.
Listen. I don't even know the number to call for Uber Eats. Cause
I don't have no.
I call my daughter.
Man, my kids fall out. You can use your money for that. I'm not doing
my
that.
daughter. Hey, what is this? Oh, Daddy, we were hungry.
It's ridiculous. It's not even the amount of food. You spend more just for the convenience of them to bring it to you.
Mm-hmm. Look, Cam, I was talking to him one day. I said, man, that's a baked potato. How much that baked potato cost? $10. I said, boy, that thing cost $2.99 at the store. And here's the deal: you can go in there and bake your baked potato for a quarter.
Oreo McFlurry, $3. You done had Uber Eats $13. What? Huh?
Let me get back to why you make money.
Look, we done got sidetracked.
No, we really haven't.
No, but you know what I mean.
This is what's stopping us from winning.
These are the things. So my point is, if it's happening in your life, if it's happening in my life, if it's happening with my kids, our accounts, what are people doing? How much are they blowing? How much are they giving their kids? How much are they... look, all I'm saying is check it at the door.
Check it.
Check the trap.
Check it.
Check it.
Check it.
Check and see what you are spending your money on and what your priorities are. And here's the truth.
Here's the truth.
No, I'm not going to say it. Okay. No.
Don't say it. When she say don't say it.
I'm working. Yeah. Now, It wasn't bad, but it wasn't. Yeah.
Listen. Let me talk about the simplicity of this, right? Somebody say simplicity. Let's take $25.
Simplicity.
Take $25. If you got a piece of paper.
So it's simple, but it's not easy.
Let me show you something. $25. You blow $25. You blew $25 a day. I don't care how much money you didn't have.
Probably.
Yeah, you just left $40 at the house for the piece. You blew it.
Yeah.
And then you didn't even think about it, right?
Who?
Yeah, you did.
I laid out. Woo, let me help you how bad I am.
Well, Robert, pull out this piece of paper.
Let me help you how bad I am.
Oh, I know you.
I said no first.
Yeah, I know it.
Then I thought of, how I am. I'm like, oh, okay, well, let me, because I said no.
Yeah,
because guess what wasn't in my budget? Piece. Oh, okay then. But we working $25.
Watch this, $25. Let's say a cat. This is the simplicity of adding consistency to your time. Okay. Simplicity. You take $25.
Okay.
And we're gonna buy a cow.
Okay.
The first month the cow costs $25. Right. You get one.
Right.
Right. The second month the cow costs $12.50.
Okay.
You get two.
Okay.
The third month the cow costs $5.
You get 5.
You get 5.
Okay.
The fourth month the cow costs $1. You get 25.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The fifth month the cow costs $25. You get 1.
Okay.
The sixth month they go down and go back to what
Think.
$5. You get 5.
Okay.
Okay. I put in $25 each month.
Right. So you put in $150.
Now watch this. 1, 25, 30, 35, 39. 39
times
25
is.
Hold on, 45. I don't have my calculator with me on my phone. 15 is 19. Boom, that's 18. 6, 7. Okay, that's 5, 7.
Right.
I spent $150
to make
$975.
That's how it goes. That's how interest works, though.
That's the game.
That's how compound interest
when you
works.
when you put the consistency with it. See, the market goes up and down. And if you see on the deal, when it's up, you pay the regular price for it.
Right.
When it's down, you get cows on credit.
Here's the thing, though. It's average. What has it averaged over the last 30 years?
And
it go up and down, but people making money.
Right. Because it goes down and you putting that same amount of money in there, it means you getting more.
Right.
You catching it on sale. When it goes up, you get what you normally get that you're supposed to have. Right. So I spent $150. I invested $150 and got $975 for it.
Because it's a difference in spending money and investing money. Investment yields you a return. Spending is just gone and it ain't coming back. But when you invest it, expect a return on that money, baby. Because it's coming.
So that's what that is. That's how we do that. We got to cut costs. I had one guy I was talking to. He spent $300 a month on Red Bulls.
Ooh, Jesus.
Go through your little bills. You got Hulu.
I can't say nothing. It ain't $300, but I buy coffee every day.
You got Hulu. You got Netflix. You got all these accounts that's charging you $10, $12, $15 a month. Now that in a month, and you got 10 of them. That's $150 a month.
Right, because it's $10 here, $5.
Right.
Again, the accumulation, you don't see it coming out. One come out on this day, one come out on this day. You don't realize the amount of money that you spend.
So here's what I tell people: let me come free up some money for you.
Absolutely, Robell says they invest in stocks. Absolutely, you should.
Absolutely, and what get it through a mutual fund because you have more stocks in that one fund. Right. That's the whole power of a mutual fund. One stock, one company. Some people sit around and watch it and they play it all day. They can't make their money and they might hit, they might miss. But when you put in the mutual fund, it's 12 to 15 different companies in that one mutual fund. So that way, Robell, your money is safer and you can just dump it in there and let it ride.
And then you invest in companies that you know are not going anywhere. Walmart, Amazon, Coca-Cola. Right. Companies that you know that are out there that are making money. Because here's the truth, y'all. Pandemic or not, the economy... Look, the economy is up. We might be down, but the economy is up. People are working. People are making more money than ever. People are charging more. I'm looking to move right now, y'all. The market, the house market. I don't know who got it, but these people are building houses, paying rent. I went and looked at a 2-bedroom the other day. $1,800 for a 2-bedroom. So, the cost of living is...
But see, we going on trips. We living our best life. We eating out every day. You eating at 5-6-star restaurants. You ain't got no money.
Amen.
I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about the
No,
people.
I'm saying amen.
You ain't got no money.
Priorities. Back to living outside of our means. Back to priorities. It's gonna keep coming to the same thing. It's not gonna change.
I spent the night at my coach's house. We had a workshop. We had a big convention the next day.
Shout out to Bill Render.
He said, I'm going to take y'all to the finest dining restaurant in America.
He play all day.
So everybody got dressed, y'all. Yeah, ready to go.
To the 9.
I mean, we ready to go. He pulled up at McDonald's. He said, you can have anything you want.
You hear me? Big dollar menu.
He said, I can eat McDonald's eggs by myself, and they're $1. When I eat with my wife, they're $12 because of the restaurant.
That's how people...
An egg is an egg.
With money, keep money.
You got to keep it. You got to keep it. You got to keep it.
You can't keep it spending it. I pray for me. Because I don't like spending it. I'm terrible.
Man, I'm telling you, this thing here rocks. This thing
do not like spending it.
When people think you got it, that's why, and let me give you this disclaimer. I'm doing all that and saving, and I keep money because why? We still got to live.
That's right. And
we don't have to live like bums.
But we don't have to live outside our means either, and that's what a lot of us are doing.
A lot of us
are living outside of our means. Because you don't have to eat every day. Just eating out every day. You can cook at home. And here's what I discovered. It actually tastes better.
Absolutely.
Half of this food is a mess out here. You go spend all of this money
One of my friends, he loved going on
Hungry
cruise.
again in 2 hours.
He going on cruise. Someone said, man, this cruise cost me $800. He said, man, I found a 7-day cruise for $256.
Really?
7 days.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's a good deal.
Because people with money look for the deals.
That's a good deal.
It takes work. Robert, tell your son to call me. Hey man, we can talk about that. It takes work. It takes digging.
Mm-hmm.
If you dig, you'll find the pearl in that man.
Oh yeah.
If you dig, you'll find the discount. You'll find the hookup. We'll do all this for trips and for stuff we want, but we won't do this for our future. We won't do this to save money for our future.
Right.
For our future.
Mm-hmm.
We won't do it. We will not do it.
Such as life insurance.
Yeah,
I mean,
we won't do it.
it's intangible. You don't need it now. You don't need it during life. But then my heart has been breaking, y'all, not to just shift or jump over, but the RIPs on my timeline, the rate of people that are dying, young, old, sick, not sick, black, white, it does not matter. And they're uncovered though.
What did you tell me yesterday that a girl took a picture at church and by night she was dead?
Oh my God.
And she was a young girl?
Yeah. You got here today, gone today. Like, you just never know. Life insurance is important, y'all. And that is one of the first steps to building your financial house. So in the
is
event
the foundation
to something that happens, you will leave your family, your kids, your grandkids with money to be able to take care of your funeral, your final expenses, hopefully your bills and debt. It's not too much of that. But you definitely should set up some things and get some things in place so when you expire, income keeps coming in. That's the goal. Life insurance is income protection. So if you want to protect the income that you are currently making and you want your family to keep receiving that, get you some life insurance today.
I just thought of something.
Your
when
face
you said
is
that.
not in the camera.
I just thought of something when you said that.
Okay.
Why don't we have a insurance quote challenge?
Okay.
Where you text Keenan, Kennon, or Contessa, Kontessa,
Okay.
to 33777.
Absolutely.
I challenge you to get a quote on extra $100,000 worth of coverage.
Absolutely.
I'm not telling you to get rid of what you have.
No.
You can always need a little bit more. Let us quote you. I challenge you that are listening, those that are following, let us quote you on an extra $100,000.
Right. We challenge you, and I challenge you to challenge others. Ask your friends, cousins, people, whatever y'all language is. Hey, kinfolk, you got coverage? Hey, you got life insurance?
We're trying to see how many quotes. We got a challenge to see how many quotes we can get done. That's we're gonna go live tomorrow with that. And then when there's a little personal challenge to get a life insurance quote on extra $100,000 worth of coverage. Will you let me give you a quote?
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. What if 50 people call and 30 of them say yes? You just changed your financial status, and you just helped those 30 families have an extra $100,000 worth of coverage.
It would make all the difference. I'll say that.
I had a client that her husband, she wrote a policy. We're out of here. She wrote a policy on a Sunday. Went over there and wrote it. Got it delivered to her by Thursday. They went out of town on Friday, and he died Sunday. And we paid.
Again, you think you have time. We don't know
We
when
don't
we're going
know
to die.
when we gonna die. I'll get it tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes.
Why put off
Tomorrow, what you can do,
today?
absolutely.
Why?
Hey man, that's a good deal. Yeah, that's hot. Yeah.
We challenge you to hit us up for a free quote. If you already have insurance with us,
We just want to add
get a
extra,
quote for some extra
extra $100,000,
$100,000.
$50,000 to $100,000 worth of coverage. I promise you, it won't cost you that
Tell
much.
your friends, your cousins, your homeboys, your Judys, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, your cousins, aunties,
Hold on.
I'm just saying, tell somebody, hey man, do you have life insurance? If not, get a quote today. Won't cost you nothing.
Can I get you? Man, that's gonna be good. We're gonna jump on that. I'm gonna go live on that tomorrow. Post it or something.
Go live. I mean,
We have-
however to get the message out there.
What's that? Milk cart challenge?
Milk crate. It was for ALS.
Wow. Wow.
And they raised hella money too.
Hella money.
Hella money.
Hella money. And some people died during that challenge and got hurt real bad falling off them carts.
Oh, you talking about the milk crate? I'm
milk crate.
I'm
You
thinking
talking
about the
about
ice bucket
Ice
challenge.
bucket challenge, yeah.
I don't know what the milk crate challenge was for. I just don't understand the purpose of that, what the goal was, or nothing.
It was goofy. And people like goofy stuff.
Hey, people like, I mean, I think all of us, it's just, you want to be a part of something, want to be a part of a trend. Hey, if you want to be on a team, join mine today. You can join our team today. We're always looking for agents, always looking for people. Join our team today.
Then we're going to have another challenge. I challenge you to have multiple streams of income. Hit me up. We can show you how to do that. And watch and see what it does. Those of you that listen to us every week, give us a text a number. Text our name to that number, 33777, so we can give you a quote on extra $50,000 to $100,000 worth of coverage and let you move on down the road knowing that you're getting your house in order, because the foundation to your financial house being in order is life insurance.
Challenge yourself to do something different.
If you don't have that, you are in trouble. When the wind blows, your house will fall.
Thanks.
Hey, listen, we're out of time. Thank you for listening
Absolutely.
to us tonight on 92.9 KGPJ FM in the heart of Grand Prairie, Texas. I'm your host, Pastor Keenan Tennyson, the proud pastor of Pleasant Hill Missionary Baptist Church, 1636 North Masters Drive, Dallas, Texas, 75217. And my co-host, who's a proud member of that location, is Contessa Childs. Hit us up. Let us help you. Thank you, and we're out of here.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for joining us.
Jesus Christ, my Savior, one up for the Lord. Wake up and go praise Him, thank you to my God. About to get some blessings, favor from above. Because my life ain't covered by the blood. Jesus Christ, my Savior, one up for the Lord. Wake up and go praise Him, thank you to my God. About to get some blessings, favor from above. Because my life ain't covered by the blood. Jesus Christ is my blessing, He came in to give me His blood. From the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky, I tell you I'm covered, I'm good. I know that He loving me, He lay all over me, working around me, it's understood. The fact that He comes for me, He's always there for me, I feel like I know that I'm loved. That's my G.O.D. and yeah, He hold it down. You wanna talk about kings, but mine will take the crown. Yeah, I got my Lord, the baddest in the town. And where He at, I wanna be around. Jesus Christ, my Savior, one up for the Lord. Wake up and go praise Him, thank you to my God. About to get some blessings, favor from above. Because my life is covered by the blood. Jesus Christ, my Savior, one up for the Lord. Wake up and go praise Him, thank you to my God.
Thank y'all for joining us.
Thank
Same
you.
time next week. Get us up for a quote.
Then he get you
Get
up.
us up for How Money Works book today.
Get up out that rug. Get that rest through, get them blessings.
Get us up for How Money Works book. It's a common sense guide to financial success. It's the old version, but we got a few different versions, but it all say the same thing. How Money Works.
What's up, Snappy? Good to see you, man. Give me a call.
All the way covered, no need to be worried. Just look all around you, you see that He's there. He gave it to you, trust Him. Yeah, He got it. Yeah, He did. Don't add no twist, no pulling. This ain't bopping. This ain't bopping. Jesus Christ, my Savior.
Put your mask on.
Wake up
Break
and
your
go praise Him.
mask.